Hi everybody, it's me, Carrie, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Farmington Hills. I'm coming to you today in a pre-recorded video, so I won't be able to see your comments live, but I promise I will check them out. Today I'm going to talk to you about the Heartfelt Hexagon bundle. This has the Hexagon, you can probably see it better that way, the Hexagon punch. And this is the Heartfelt Hexagon stamp set, which I just love. This is a early release or sneak peek, however you want to call it, and it is available to help you with your projects during the World Card Making Day event, which I've kind of I've talked about it a lot, so I won't get real into it, but it does have the 3 stamp sets that Stampin' Up! Will be using. This is the one for the hexagons. So you can find those on my website. So this is what we're going to do today. We're going to use this stamp set, and I'm going to show you a couple of tricks with it, and we're going to make just a fun card. And something super easy. So let's get started. So I've got a couple of blocks here. And I am going to do Let's Eat Cake. Okay, so I'm going to take is that the one? Maybe I'll do this one. I'm trying to think of what I did before. Okay, we're going to do this one. It says, sending you lots of love and hugs. So you could use that as a, just because, as a birthday, sympathy, you know, a lot of different things. Now, here's what I'm going to show you. This stamp set comes with 2 outlines, okay? They are made to be very, very tight to the edge of the punch. So here is my tip. I'm going to use this one because I haven't used it yet. So when you pull something like this off of its place, whether it's inside the case or on this temporary, it pulls it, right? And it distorts it. So what you want to do is you want to put it down, stamp side down, and just give it a second to settle. So we're going to let it set there for it doesn't take but a minute. And then you can take it and pick it up. It sort of goes back to its proper shape when you do that. So we are going to do that. And then I have to grab my... I have stuff everywhere. You know me. You guys know how I roll, right? Even when I'm taping, I'm kind of always a little bit nuts. So, I am going to, I should have cut this down so I could do it a little better. There we go. I am going to stamp this outside in Pretty Peacock, I think. Yes, no. I'm going to stamp the outside in Berry Burst. Kind of stamping on the fly. I know what I want to do because I've already created some, but so now I am stamping this. This is photopolymer, so I should have a piece of foam underneath, but because I've got the mat, I'm just letting it go. So we've got that. Then I'm going to stamp my sentiment in Pretty Peacock. Okay. And then you just want to line that up. And I have found if you're going to use the outline, stamping the outline first helps you get it better than trying to put the outline over the sentiment. So that's tip number 2. So first was watch how you put it in there, and then, or how you take it out, let it settle, and then use the outline first. Then you just put it in. I smeared it a little bit because the ink is wet still, so that's okay. I'll redo it, but I don't want to redo it right now. So then you pop it out. So I'm going to pause it and I'm going to redo it so I can do that better. Okay, so I did it a couple times and I got it again. I figured it out. My stamp had a little hair on it, but I just smeared this one too. So I give up. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to use that one. Sometimes you gotta. I love a juicy ink pad, but patience is a virtue. It's not one I have, though. And so waiting for things to dry, it doesn't go over well in my world. All right, so now I have that piece. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some designer series paper, and this paper is, as of this recording, this paper is available. It is a limited edition, and when it's out, it's out. It's available online, and it is called Delightful Floral. And I want to show you that it does go with, it does match the translucent floral stamp set, which is in the current mini catalog. Somebody suggested that the dies would cut out the flowers. I don't think they do, so don't expect that. But they're pretty easy to cut out if you want to trim them out. But anyway, the papers are just really beautiful. I just have a few of them here. And what I'm going to do is, you see I've already kind of done this on another card, which I'm going to show you. And since I'm going to be going the other way with this card, I am going to punch like this. Let go. You'd think this was alive the way that my behavior is, right? How crazy is this? So on the first one, I did a bunch of different designs. But on this one, I am going to use, and notice I'm punching a partial out right here. I'm going to use all the same designer series paper. And I'm not sure how many I need, so it's possible I'm getting carried away, but I'll use them. If I have too many, I'll still find a way to use them. That's not a problem. I just want to have them all ready, just in case. Some of them are, like I said, I'm going to have partials, so some of them are going to get cut off. But on the other ones, I have used some of the other papers. And the backs of these are nice mottled colors. So you might want to check this out if you are shopping on my website, MemoryINKers.com. That's where you can find all this stuff. This is also where you can go to sign up for the free virtual World Card Making Day Craft Along event. I think I posted the other day that anyone who places an order with me in September, I'm going to send you the card guts or card pieces. I have pictures of them, but it's kind of like this, and all the pieces will be stuck in the envelope. And while I'm here, before I finish that card, here's one of the other bundles, the Circle Sayings bundle. This is in the current mini. So the Heartfelt Hexagon, upcoming mini, but you can get it now. The Circle Sayings current mini, and Earth and Textures bundle, which includes the dies, in the annual catalog. So, and those are what Stampin' Up will be using for their make along. But remember, you don't have to use what they use. So if you order from me and I send you the pieces and you don't have those stamps and you didn't want to order them, that's fine. Just use the pieces in a way that will make you happy. Okay? So here we go. So I have a card base that's 5.5 by 8.5, which I'll fold in half. This is going to be the inside. And then I'm going to use these two pieces for creating my design. So I am going to start with all of these beautiful, beautiful flowers. And there is no complete logic to this, just so you know. I am gonna start though with this one on the bottom, I think, just because I know I'm gonna be cutting it. So we're gonna put that one right there, because I am gonna be trimming this down, just so you know, in case you're wondering, what is she doing? I don't know, I'm just doing it. And then you're just going to kind of line up the hexagons. They don't have to match. That's a little too close to the exact same. Let's try this one. They're all pretty darn close though, let's be honest. So I'm going to put that one right there. So I will move this one since it already has adhesive. I'm going to set it right there, and I'm giving it, oh, look how that lines up. I must have punched them right on top of each other, which is nice. And I'm just filling this in. I'm going to trim it down to 4 by 5 1/4. Actually, I'm going to trim it down to 3 3/4 by 5. So you can see where I'm definitely not going to be using all of it, all of these pieces. This paper though, it's so beautiful, isn't it? It's just so beautiful. I love it. Very much love it. Okay. Take this one. And then I'm going to swap these out. Yep, I saw what I did. But I know I'm cutting off, and I'm not sure exactly where I'm cutting off. So I want flowers, not... See how this was stemmy at the bottom? I want more flowers where I cut off. Okay, so now I've made a nice sticky mess. But you can see I have a basic design here, right? Which is already very pretty. But I need to square it up. So, grab your paper trimmer. And because this is a flat end here, I'm going to move that for right now. I am going to go to where the color is. So I know there's color here, right? And I'm going to cut that off. Then I know that I want to go to 3 3/4. So I'm kind of eyeballing it. Oh, that's my score tool. And now this one to 5. Uh-oh. I made a boo-boo. I made a boo-boo. Okay, it's all right. You know what? This happened when I made my first one. It's all right. It's still going to work. So this is 4 1/2 instead of 5. I have adhesive now all over my glue, all over my glue. So I'm going to trim this one down so it's about the same as this. About. What did I do? There we go. All right. Okay, that's bugging me. See that little bit of pretty peacock which is sticking out? That's not good. So I just want to, I don't want any of that because it kind of throws it off. So there we go. So here is my mess. All right. So now I have this, and I am going to mat it on a piece of lemon lime twist. If you are very good at measuring and cutting, you could do this so that your pieces are exactly where you want them. So now here's what I have to decide. I think I might be able to make this work. Let me see. Let me see if I did this at 4. Is it going to be even? I think it might. Oh, I had a piece of paper in there. I was like, what's that weird noise? Okay, so now I can take this to 5 1/4. Now this is a little bit imperfect as far as the distance goes, you can trim that off. I'm not going to. I'm not going to worry about that. This was not my original plan. Best laid and all that stuff. So here we go. Here is my card base. Again, I did not score this one. Probably should have, but I didn't. And use your bone folder, of course. And I was looking to see if I wanted to grab some ribbon for this. I'm looking. Hold on. Okay, so I am going to use some of the silver from the Simply Elegant trim. This comes in silver and gold. And I brought tape because I want to make sure this stays in place. So I know I'm going to put my sentiment here. So I am going to start right there. And I'm going to put just a little bit of tape to hold it in place. Now you can use like tear and tape or something, but I just thought tape would be faster. And I'm going to wind this around twice, like so, just to give it a little edge. And then I'm going to tape down this part. And voila. Okay, so now I've got that for the front of the card. And I think I will put this on with some dimensionals because I think that might be fun. So we're going to add some. I'm going to put one right there by that ribbon, and then I'm going to put another one right there. I don't know why I keep pulling off the backings lately. It's like my new bad trick. It's not what I plan to do. Now that's a little excessive. That's not one right there, in case you're wondering. That was just where the transfer came. Okay, so now I've got these all up on dimensionals, and I can take off the transfer papers. But I just think sometimes we need to think of our punches as making fun backgrounds, right? Not just for punching out sentiments or shapes. So there's that. Now I've got my sending lots of hugs. And I'm going to put that on dimensionals also. Now I want to be careful here because it is going to go over that. So I'm going to take and put them one down and one up. If you're worried about this, I'm not terribly worried about it. But if you are, just take a little bit more of your tape and go ahead and tape it down because it's going to get covered anyway, right? But that way you don't have to worry about your ribbon moving around on the front of your card. And I have a couple more cards to show you that I did with this same idea. Okay, so there we go. Now, you can add bling. I think this has enough floral that I'm not going to worry about adding the bling. And it's got some bling here with the ribbon, the elegant trim. So there is one. And here's another one. Now this one, it ended up really small because I didn't know what I was doing and I had to keep trimming and trimming and trimming. And then I ended up liking it. So I was okay with that. And then I wanted to do something with some different paper. So this is with the bright and something. Bright and... Why do I not remember things? I don't know. I just don't know. It is with Bright and Beautiful stamps. This one does have some bling on it, and so does this one. This one does not. But anyway, these are with the Heartfelt Hexagon bundle. which is currently available as why can't I think of the word now? It's available. So you can go to MemoryINKers.com to order this awesome Heartfelt Hexagon bundle. I don't think right now you can buy them separate. I don't think so. So the bundle is $37.75, and it's no, that's the stamp set. And it is, let me see if I can read this. It is item number 162889. And then, of course, here are the other two, Earth and Textures and Circle Sayings, if you are interested in either or any or all of those. But no matter what you decide to do, I hope you will join us. This is coming directly from Stampin' Up. It's a free event. It is on October 7th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. It's going to run about 3 hours. So I hope you will follow it. And it is worldwide. So if you're watching me, I know I have someone who pops on from Australia. So if you're watching me from another country, you can still sign up for that. Okay, you may have to go to StampinUp.com to sign up. I'm not sure. But otherwise, MemoryINKers.com, look under events for October 7th, and there will be a place for you to register for that free event. And I will be crafting. I may not be live while I'm crafting, but I will be crafting, so we can craft together. Let me know if you are planning to go to that event. I have a prize for everybody. There's a post down, I think from yesterday. No, sorry, I'm thinking about the day I taped this. From Wednesday or Thursday of this week, where you can post that you're planning to attend. I have a drawing there, a little gift. And also, if you place an order with me this month, MemoryINKers.com, that's my Stampin' Up website, I will be sending you the pieces to make the Stampin' Up cards. Okay? All right. Have a wonderful Saturday, you guys. I'll be seeing you live on Tuesday for Tiny Tip Tuesday. Bye.